page, there are a lot of things that you can do, and I highly encourage you to take some time to explore the web page. There's a lot here. I'm going to point out a few things, but I won't be able to cover everything right now. But I do want to point out a few of our things that are great for teachers to use. So first off, if you click on your name up here, you can customize your profile. So click on my name, and it'll take me to a user information page. You can change your picture if you want to add a profile picture. In order to do that, you'll have to probably upload it and set your picture up that way. If you don't like it, you can delete it and start over again. Then make sure your email address, first and last name are correct. You can change your gender and also your job title. Then you can also do things like add your address for your school, phone numbers, additional email addresses. So there's a lot here in identification also. But the main things on this page are under details, and make sure your email address, first and last name are correct. And again, add a picture. Part of the great thing about the web page is there's a social element to it, and we can get to know each other even though we're obviously very far away. Okay, so once you do some of those things, excuse me, the next step is to go to your public page. So on the web page, you have sorry, you have your own personal profile page. So I'm going to go to that right now. First, I'm going to go back to globe.gov. The top of the screen, whenever you're on a page where you can edit, you can always go back to globe.gov or whatever page you were on prior. To get to my profile page now, from globe.gov, I'm going to click on this home menu right here, and it says Go To. There'll be a drop-down menu there. I have a lot of things under here. I'm in a lot of different organizations and communities on here. But the thing that's most important right now is clicking on, again, Go To My Public Pages. Again, go to My Public Pages. This is your profile page. This is where you're going to do quite a bit on the globe.gov webpage. So I wanted to point out a few things to you on here. First, you can see my picture again. I edited my bio to make people be able to know a little more about me. In order to do that, on your profile page, click on this pencil icon. This will let you edit your web content. Leave the file name the same. Don't worry about that one. And in this message box here, you can type your bio. You can make it as fancy as you'd like. You can add images. You can make and make sure when you're done that you publish it so we can see this one. So again, this is your About You page. So you can let us know like where you teach, what kind of classes you're planning on teaching, or what you do teach, and so forth. Then also on this page, you can see where I'm a member of. So mine has the Globe Program Office, and then L2R, which is a smaller thing that I do as part of. And then at the bottom, it has member activities. So I can, you can see what I've been up to lately on globe.gov. If you click on somebody else's profile, hey, it's doing good so far? Yeah. the data entry tab right now. Oh, actually, I want to hit one more thing on this page. On this page, you can edit the number of students using Globe this year. So if you're teaching students, you can go and edit this and put in the number of students that are using Globe. This is great for showing on your page how many students you have doing Globe. It defaults to 25. And then the protocols and activities used, you can actually edit this so you can say what protocols and learning activities you use. So this one, just click Edit Protocols, select one, and then Save. And it'll add it to your list. Same thing with activities. Collaboration is great because you can actually make friends on this web page and write on your friends' walls. So I have different friends here, and if I click on one, click on Kevin here, you can see that when I click on his profile, select Add Friend. And when you add someone as a friend, you will get updates from them in your friends' activities. So I can see what all or uploads a picture. So you can see that some of my friends, like Kevin's been blogging, Sarah's been blogging. So you can see again what people are doing on this page. Also, another cool feature and see who that friend is there and get in contact with them to talk about data collaboration or research collaboration. So this is a great way to see where your friends are and to also see about locations where you can collaborate. And you can also post on your friends' walls. You can see John here posted an example on my wall. I did a lot of editing to the web page. So again, you can comment on your friends' walls. Then I happen to have a blog tab on mine. All scientists have blogs. This is where we can actually write our blogs and they'll get compiled into an aggregator, which I'll show you where that is in a little bit. But this will tell you, this is my blog tab. Teachers do not have a blog tab currently, but scientists all do. Okay, so that is your profile page. Now let's go on to look at communities. So I'm going to tell you about this part, and then again later coming back to data entry. So one of the great things again about globe.gov is there are a lot of different communities you can join, and you can find your niche in this area, or niche in the web page, and really connect with other teachers and scientists and students that way. So I'm going to click on Home. And our current campaign is the Student Climate Research Campaign. So I'm going to go find out about that one. There are two ways to get to it. One is to click on our campaign button right here. So again, the two options, button right here, Student Climate Research Campaign, or going to Explore Science, Field Campaigns. The field campaigns tell you our current research themes at globe.gov. And currently we have a Student Climate Research Campaign, and within that we have the Great Global Investigation of Climate, Climate and Land Cover, Phenology and Climate, From Learning to Research, and the Surface Temperature Field Campaign. So the one that we're going to go look at is the the Student Climate Research Campaign. So I'll click on that one. And now I'm in the Student Climate. What it is, I'm interested in joining it. And if you are interested in joining, you're going to click on this Members tab right here. So click again on Members. And you will have the option to join the community. Since I'm already a part of this community, I am going to not want to leave it. But again, if you're not part of the community, you want to select Join Community right here. Oh, excuse me again. So again, make sure you join the communities, the ones you're interested in. We have quite a few. I'll show you where to find them all in a little bit. But the Student Climate Research Campaigns are currently our active one. So if we click on the Climate Foundations, you can see here we have different learning activities for your students. The first one's from weather to climate. The second one is what is your climate classification. So on this one, let's look at the weather to climate. You can actually print out we have our IOPs. These are our intensive observing periods. And I've already mentioned these, but these are things like our Great Global Investigation. These are all listed in the calendar right here. And you can see that we're currently in December, and happening right now are the Great Global Investigation of Climate, Phenology, SCRC. You only need to do it during these months. So you can do it September, December, March, and June. Communities as well. So we can go to one. Let's go to Phenology and Climate Project. And on this one, again, you can join this by selecting members. And here they're listed here, and they all explain how to use them on the individual pages. On this one, we encourage students to ask the question, what is my climate and how has it changed over actually get started doing your project? So a great resource for students and teachers. Things will be helpful to both teachers and students. I see Mark typing there because a question. I'll keep going until I see the question. The webinars are so do you see the webinar page right now? Okay, good in Longmont. They're hosted on Adobe Connect. And our next one is scientist skills, how to overcome research problems. And then we have things like globe data in action, and we show examples from each of our regions. Our next example on this Student Climate Research Campaign page, we have participation statistics. You can see what schools are participating and what's happening here, the countries involved, and so forth. And then we have competitions. And the competitions are fun ways to get students involved in SCRC. Our most recent one was a calendar competition where students submitted artwork, and we actually made a 2013 Globe calendar. And yeah, so if you want to learn about competitions, come to this page here. We have an Earth Day video competitions page for activities to do with your students also. Okay, so we've gone over all of the, sorry about this, all of the left features here. Let's go across these tabs at the top. At the top, again, we've already hit on members, so make sure you join the communities you're interested in. And there'll be a button right here again. It'll say join community. Make sure you're logged in to do this as well. If you're not logged in, obviously you can't join a community. Then we have discussions. This is a place for you to ask questions, share really cool ideas, and generally communicate with other people in Globe. It's pretty new, just getting started, so if you have any great questions or burning questions, be sure to post them here. We have them divided by topic. So we have one for each of our intensive observing periods. And then we also have things like research topics, a webinar discussion, general topics, and also teaching about climate. So again, if you have any questions or want to go through and read some of the questions we already had, you can look on our discussion forum. And in order to post a discussion, the best way to do that is we'll pick one, we'll climate and land cover. Post new thread. And in here, I can write my subject. So, and then my body, I'm going to write, again, this is a test. And when you are ready to publish it, well, first off, too, you can do two things on here. You can mark it as a question. If you have a question you want somebody to notice on there, you can mark it as a question, and it'll appear differently in the, excuse me, differently. So then I'm going to, you have to select, you can do preview first, make sure it looks how you want it to look it, and then publish it. Since it's a test, I'm not going to publish it. That's, again, a great way to get other people from other areas to see your question and get actually pick to have them show up in your email account when there's a new discussion posted. Next thing is documents. Documents are where you can see an example in Climate Foundations. We have the PDFs for the learning activities and also a PDF about Google Earth. Then we have useful. There's a bunch of links on here that you can explore and see how they're helpful. So yeah, that's that tab then. And our last tab on here is our virtual conference. This is the virtual conference. Be open to anyone, and students can actually see projects from around the world. And you can see them. also submitted videos of their projects as well. So I can come here and click on the videos. See, are very similar. So I click on these. Again, make sure you join these if you're interested. And to do that again, I went to overview IOPs. So if you're interested in example land cover and exploring land cover, your area you're interested in and take some time to explore it. Yes, I can go over that again though in this page. So again, on your community page, make sure you go to the members tab. Since I'm right here, I can show you the community tab first. The community area is a great way to see what are. You can see all the different schools involved in GLOBE. Or you can just pick the different thing you're interested in here and view it on the map. You can also see the countries all involved in GLOBE. So if you're really wanting to know what's happening in Canada, so yeah, that's a great way to find other people involved as well. And then we have collaboration groups, which I wanted to show you guys. These are the different things that you can become involved in within GLOBE. I've already talked about these top ones, the field campaigns. These are current investigation areas. We also have things like the GLOBE Mount Kilimanjaro Expedition, which is a really popular one with students and teachers and scientists. And then we have our thematic areas. Let's say you're really interested in land cover. So you can go to this investigation topic, land cover, click on it, and this is a whole community. We have things in here like our introduction to land cover, we have data sheets for the protocols, we have field guides, an appendix with other things that are helpful, a toolkit, and also the GPS information. So just and this is a great way too to see at the top of this community, we have all the protocols listed, and you can do learning activities, documents, and useful links. So each of the research areas is set up the same way. So again, if your school is really interested in a certain topic, you can go and join that research investigation. Then we have teaching and learn topics. If you are a K through 4 teacher, so early primary teacher, you can do elementary GLOBE. We have all of our elementary GLOBE books on here. They're all PDFs you can download. I have kids at home who love these. There's stories about the topic. For example, do clouds have names? They learn about clouds, and there's the same students in each book that learn about these different things. So again, they're great for little kids. And then top here, we Then we have Globe across the curriculum. If you want to include Globe in other areas of your teaching, make sure to look at this page. So you can see how Globe fits in science, math, and technology, language and culture,
yeah, we can hear you fine.
Studies, and also arts. So let's click on arts here. And here we give ways, examples of how Globe's been in arts. So we have our Sounds of Globe CDs, so you can hear students singing about Globe. And then we also have links to photographs, and we didn't include on here our art competition. But yes, you can see how students are involved in other ways in Globe besides just science, math, technology. And again, members, join community. People who are involved in Globe in other ways, like partners and trainers and so forth. But we do have a community feedback form, which is important. Oh, can't hear me? Is this better? Nope. I'll keep talking so you can catch up on me. John and Gary, can you hear me? I'll keep talking. Let's test this out here. You can see Mark is typing again. And John, we can hear you typing. You're muted now. Okay, so the community feedback forum. This is a great place to go if you were having an issue with the web. Everybody can learn more about the web page too. So we have discussion forums on here. And again, this is a place where you can report bugs. If you find a link not working or something not working, be sure to this form is a lot easier for our tech team to understand it if you put it in this format. General questions, if you have a question, post it here. This is a great way to share what you're learning about the web page. This is pretty. John also posts here web release notes highlights. So if things are changing, you can know what's going to happen. Correct me if I'm wrong, John, but if you are a member of the web page, you're automatically subscribed to this community, so you do not need to worry about joining it. Okay, so that's right. So you're on admin. Your students, and this will highlight teachers and students around the world. So you can come here and see other schools, what they're doing, and then also via community map. This is a work in progress, but if you have a science question, oh, am I gone again, Mark? Okay, I'll keep testing again, Mark. See if you can hear me. So I'll keep talking here, see if you can hear me yet. Okay, let me know if you can hear me. I'm still talking. Okay, great. So again, the Scientist Network is a virtual scientist in your area, or you can find scientists by topic, which is coming soon. But for example, let's say you want to find out more about this scientist. You can click on her profile page and see her research interests and see if she's a good fit for you, like for your research question. And this is also where you can see where all our scientists are blogging. So we have a community journal up here. This community journal is any scientist on globe.gov's about the Globe Surface Temperature Field Campaign, which is one of our current IOPs. And he's really encouraging students to do this, and he's blogging about it. This is a great place to connect with the scientist leading the project and also see what he has to say about it. Oh, excuse me. So again, Scientist Network is a great place to go if you have a science question. You can also post this in the discussion forums for that research topic, but you can see scientists involved this way as well. And this is a rapidly growing project, so check back here frequently to see more scientists joining. Tab has a lot of information, obviously, for teaching and learning. Excuse me. Let me get a drink here. Okay. So on the Science and Teaching and Learning tab, these are ways that you can incorporate teaching about GLOBE into your classroom. So we have a bunch of subpages here. We have Science Education Program, the GLOBE Teacher's Guide, which are all the protocols and learning activities and so forth, Elementary GLOBE, GLOBE Across the Curriculum, Inquiry-Based Instruction, Assessment Tools, and I want to point out here, we have professional development resources. Get another drink. Hold on a second. Okay, so on this page, since you're currently at a workshop, this won't apply to you as much, but if you're interested in more training later on, you can come and do workshop and train sessions are here. Or we have our webinars posted. So webinars are, these are our archived webinars. If you're interested in a certain topic, you can come here and see we talked about it via webinar. So we have things on here like using the new GLOBE visualization system, an update on the SCRC, using long-term data. So again, these webinars that we've led from the GLOBE Program Office for you to learn more about what's happening currently. Here and see like our Earth System Science poster. This is great to use with students. It's a really fun activity for them. And then we have, again, our Sounds of GLOBE, GLOBE videos, and also resources in other languages. So I really encourage you to explore more in teaching as well. So we have our GLOBE Science Overview, our GLOBE Investigations, Field Campaigns, and the Student Zone. The Student Zone is to come here and look at what's available on globe.gov. One of the things I could show students, they can actually see other student projects. but you can see different research areas done by students involved in GLOBE. Then we have a fun Puzzles and More page. Scientist tab. And this one will tell students how they actually are scientists and can do research investigations. And so which is a useful one. Oh, it's gone again. If you can hear me again. Okay, Mark, let me know when it's back. Okay, it's back? Okay, great. Okay, so research process is on here again. Then under Explore Science, we also more, but I'll make sure you know that this is here as well. Instrumentation. Okay, so again, explore the Explore Science tab to learn a lot more. I know, I've had this cold for like 3 weeks. I'm sorry. It won't leave me. Okay, under news. The news one is ran by our communications department. All of them. So come check out and see what other schools are doing, what opportunities there are, and so forth. Then we have our events tab. And on our events tab, we have, again, you can find workshops and trainings, an events calendar, information about our annual meetings. Every year we have a GLOBE meeting. And I'll click on that one really fast. You can see again, you can see, come here to learn more about the annual meetings. And our GLOBE Learning Expeditions, we're having one in 2014 and more coming about that later. Okay, so events, again, come here and learn about those ones. Then media, these are things like logos. If you want to put logos in your classroom, you can come here for GLOBE logos. Then about GLOBE, you can learn all about the history of GLOBE, the vision of GLOBE, how GLOBE's managed, all the behind the scenes type stuff. And also our join tab, so you can see how to actually become a member of GLOBE. Okay, any questions on this part? Well, all that covers. I'm going to do data entry next. I want to make sure everything up to this point is good. So there's this home icon on the top. This will be on top of any page that you go to, so no matter where you are in globe.gov, you can get to this. So go to My Public Pages. Click on it. And then click on Data Entry. So there are 2 ways for you to enter data. you can enter data yourself, or you can create a student profile. So again, my profile tab, I have a link or a list of all my school names, and I can create student accounts for these. Student accounts are a great way for students to enter data. Students cannot have their own accounts on globe.gov. They have to be affiliated with a teacher. So, but they can enter data and explore a web page through their student account. So I wanted to create a student account. I can select how I want to make the name of it look. So it'd be Globe Program, Malmberg at globe.gov. And I create a password. And again, this will be my student account. You only need to have one student account per school, and you should make your give your students access to this. Your students should not have access to your personal account. They should only have access to your student account. And, oh, John, your mic's going. Hey, John, we can hear you. So under data entry, I'm going to select a school. Let's see if I can mute him here. Okay. So in your school, you can select your school from here. I happen to have 3. You'll probably have 1 or 2. Let's select the NCAR Foothills Lab. So I currently am entering data for here. So I have a bunch of things listed. But if you do not yet have a site defined, make sure you scroll all the way to the bottom, the long list, and you're going to define, edit, or update a site. And in this, you can select to do a current site, or you can do a new site. So if you're creating a brand new study site for your school, make sure to find a new site for that school. You click on it, it's going to ask you for a lot of information. Make sure it's ready to go. And also, we currently can't edit things because we have a database transfer, so make sure you enter this as correct as possible. It's going to ask you for things like latitude, longitude, elevation, and provide as much information as possible. I'm going to end this here. As much information as possible. So if you go back and look at this, or another person looks at your site, they know what your site looks like. So we always try and describe our sites. Like we'll say, for example, for our phenology site, we have a tree that we've picked. We will make sure that people know that our tree is near a drainage ditch and it's near a parking lot, and what kind of site defined, you can actually enter data for that site. So I'm going to go back to my procedures here. And these are broken up by site name. So you can see, for example, right here we have, oh, let's pick one. We go and do land cover photos every few months for the IOPs. So we go out there and take pictures, and we also take other things with that. So if I want to enter data for this, we have to select it, and here's where you enter your data. And again, you have to have a site defined in order to enter data. All the steps provided, and you want to do a smiley face at the end if you enter data correctly. For a student account, go to your profile page, select Create Student Account. Enter data from a student account. If you do not have a site defined yet, make sure you go and define a site. But click on the type of thing you want to enter, and then you can enter your data. So this should be pretty straightforward. The data sheets are changing, but they're becoming even more user-friendly. Okay, so questions on data entry. Okay, well, that is all that we had planned for today, unless there are other things we want to cover. But tomorrow is going to be visualization and getting Globe data. So yeah, if you have any questions, we're stuck around, but that's what overview the web page. Yes. See this red push pin in the corner here? Yeah. You can keep that there. And these are edit controls. I'm not sure how much changes you can see in that part. I have mine off, so you cannot see as much stuff on there. And then manage your control panel. And Mark, that sounds fantastic. Definitely explore the site. And you can ask questions. We'll be both, Gary and I'll be here tomorrow. So if you have any questions, be sure to let us know.
You're going to put the mic on and you can
Okay, thank you, John.
And Mark,
thank you,
we'll
Julie.
let you know that the room is still working
We
tomorrow.
are just about
Hopefully
running out
still
of time now. The teachers are very happy, and they will come back with questions. You know, they're gonna.
Yeah, the pin.
We missed you some of the times, but it was all in all, it was great. And yeah, we will.